Welcome to the Printing Bureau, guys. Weekly update on the XP 500 index. This is not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing in the markets and just sharing it. Educational content, nothing more than that. Okay, let's get into it. So, from a monthly perspective, what we can see here is, the XPS has done the sort of moves that I expect to see. We've got, and I need to obviously zoom out before you can see all of it. But let's from here, we've gone here one level, two, and then we've done our final level to the upside. And normally, these moves conclude with some big volume. Like you've got huge volume last 1st of August. Month of August, we had huge volume. And that normally marks the end of the move. And I think most people may think that this is now going to the moon. And it may go up some more. I think, ultimately the XPS will go up some more. But that's a signal for me that we're going to retrace. And I think, if you do a simple fib calculation from here to there, I think you can expect a pullback to about, the 50%, and the 50% is sitting around 459. So call it 4,600. You can expect something like that, but it's not going to happen in 1 week. That's not going to happen in 1 week. So energy flow started to go down. The levels have been completed here. Let's go to the weekly chart. Again, weekly chart, you can see big volume here, one level, two, we done 3, 4, and this is our last 5, and it's a lower high. So, you've got a lower high type of scenario here. If you draw a path on it, it's going to be like that. Bump, 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 lower high, sling off, you come lower, right? So that's the sort of thing, and then you bounce up, and then you see whether you get some support or something like that. So that's going to sort of the pattern that I'll be looking at on the weekly chart. So I do expect us to continue coming down. At the very least, initially come down to like somewhere to the 50% level of this week, so maybe 5,200. I think that will be a zone to watch. 5,300, 5,200. I think let's move it to 5,003. 300, which would be like the base. Somewhere there will be where I would expect us to land. Yeah, somewhere there for this week is where I expect us to land on the XPX, which at the very least. But ultimately, I think we come all the way down to here, which is the low 5,000s. Like I said on the monthly chart, I think somewhere here, even all the way back up to this zone here can be a potential zone as well. So, that's what I'm looking for in the XPS on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, if you look at it again, we can see strong volume selling. And I think, because it's so strong, such a strong volume selling, you're going to get a bounce, right? So, I do expect us to bounce a little bit of a bounce. We could get up to 50% of this candle, somewhere around like 5,446. So we could have a bounce to somewhere there around like 5,446. We could rise to about 5,460. So, rise to about there. If I just put it down, I'll let 5,446. Yeah, 5,460, somewhere there. We could rise, we could bounce back there, then continue the journey down to coming back to somewhere down here. Yeah. So that's the sort of play I'm looking for on the daily chart. 4 hours is where I do most of my strategies and stuff. And you can see again strong volume selling. We've gone lower on lower volume, strong volume, lower volume. So I do expect us to bounce up, and come back to that zone. Obviously, I've already marked it somewhere there. But after that, I expect us to continue coming down. This candle here will be exceeded. So this candle will be exceeded at some point. So this move down, if we say we've done our level 1, level 2, there will be a level 3, and normally level 3 is quite long as well. So huge volume selling here, 1, huge volume selling 2, there's another one coming. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for on the XPX, more downward action after an initial kind of bounce. So all the best. Have a great week. God bless. If you like the content, subscribe, click the like button, and I'll catch up with you next week.